Hey everyone, I am at the Long Beach flea market and I'm really excited to take you along with me to check it out, so let's go see what they have. I found some really great pieces that I can't wait to share with you, and I'll do that towards the end of the video. So I'm here because I asked you guys in a community post what you'd like to see me do when I went to LA, and everyone voted on Long Beach flea market, so here I am. There was a lot of really great stuff like this piece of stained glass, and I saw a couple other pieces of stained glass here as well. I guess I'm just really into my stained glass era. Ever since moving into this Spanish home, I feel like it's totally the vibe. I don't know what I would do if I purchased one of these at the moment, considering I'm renting, but if I was renovating the home, I totally would buy one of these if they fit one of the window frames that I had. I've been looking constantly for a really interesting pair of bookends. I just have an interesting shelf idea that I want to do in the guest room / office. So I need some really interesting bookends to add that decor and utility element, but I just can't find anything that's unique and vintage. Look at these salt and pepper grinders. They're gigantic. Hi. This is pretty too. Oh, it's like an optical illusion. This market has such a great eclectic mix of different styles, and the pricing is kind of all over the place, which I think is good. For example, these copper pots were $195, which is definitely probably something that they're worth. However, you could find some on another aisle for like $95, or even some of them were like $20. And of course, they're all in different stages of condition, so I just think it's really great to have a variety versus like when I went to the Pasadena flea market, mostly everything was very, very expensive. So this market is still very fair in pricing in my opinion. Well, they're so interesting. Oh. There was also a ton of really affordable and interesting art at this market. It's so hard for me to find interesting and affordable art at any secondhand place, so I was really impressed with the selection here. A lot of really interesting pieces at this market, like this Spanish lantern or these capiche shell brass candlesticks, and they were only $25 for the set, which I thought was pretty fair. These are cute. This is a cool ashtray. Obsessed. So one of my main missions here was to find some statement furniture or lighting pieces for the guest room / office, but then I came across this interesting set of side tables for $150 that I thought I could put in my primary bedroom, but I was so on the fence about them because of the shape and style. I absolutely love the handles / knobs. Those are so interesting. I've never seen anything like that before, but they felt like a little bit industrial, and even if I painted over the knobs with like a brassy color, I'm not sure if it still would do it for me. Let me know in the comments below if you think I made a total mistake walking away from these, because they could have been really great as they were super compact but had a lot of storage space, and it's really hard to find something like that for $150 for the pair. Look at these. Flea markets are probably the best place to find affordable vintage knobs. You can get drawer pulls, doorknobs, handles, and they're all usually pretty affordable, and sometimes you can make a deal with the seller to buy them in bulk. If you saw my bar cart flip video, I have like a bag I've been collecting over the years, and I never know which knobs I'm going to use in the future. I just buy things if I like them, because eventually I'll probably do some kind of thrift flip or DIY project or room makeover, and I'll end up using them then. So I highly recommend you always look through these and take some home, because you never know how you might use them in the future. Now that I have a backyard, I'm constantly looking at different pots or backyard things for planters or vegetables or whatever, just so I can make the yard look interesting. And I have been doing a lot of interesting work back there, so let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see a backyard update. That's wild. Those IKEA ones that we had. Oh, look at those chairs. This table is kind of the perfect example of something I'm looking for in the guest room. I kind of want that poppy bright look, and it still needs to be a little bit mid-century. I'm also looking at art like this to be a little bit more geometric and colorful. I'll definitely show you guys my inspo in the beginning of my guest room makeover, unless you want to see that as a separate video, but I'm really excited about the direction I'm going in. I'm excited to use a little bit more color in the house. Additionally, these tables are amazing. I absolutely love them. I think they're called Catalina tables, and this one was $100, which is still a bit pricey. It was also not in great condition. However, these usually go for like $250 or over. I even came across one at this market that was $500. I probably would have got that one for the $100, but the tiles didn't really match the color scheme I'm going for. If they were a little bit more like green or yellow or something, I probably would have picked it up. Also, I think ashtray tables like this one are really interesting. If you can get one that has a top on it, or it has the ashtray that comes with it, that kind of makes it a little bit more flat. I think those are totally worth getting, because they're kind of really fun, narrow side tables. Those are gigantic. I like these chairs. Is that a light? Side table too. Leather. Jesus. All right, you guys, I am back in San Diego and I just had such a great time at the Long Beach Flea. I think that they are a great market. It never disappoints. They've got a great range of like styles, pricing, quality, and just like a good mix of furniture and decor. And there was a lot of really great art and it was just like a really good market. I think this was their second one of the month. They usually only have one, but October I think has 5 Sundays. So they were doing 2 this month and everyone was kind of like motivated to sell, I think, just considering that this was the second market. I'm not sure, but I got a lot of really good deals. And there was a lot of tables that were like, everything here is $3 or everything here is under $10. And so I got some really fun things that I want to share with you for the guest room / office. Let me show you what I got. So the first thing I picked up is this little lamp, and I think you just like clip this onto a bookshelf or a shelf in general, and you can plug it in, and it kind of just gives you like that moody, vibey look. And I just love it. I've always looked for something like this, and I know that they sell a lot of these like on Etsy, but yeah, this was only $5, and I thought it was super cute, and you can totally change out the little lampshade if you want, if you found something else that was small, but I really love the vibe of this. I think it's great. The next thing I found on one of those like $3 tables is this like really chic letter opener. I just think it's like really pretty design, and I've never seen anything like that. And I thought if I'm looking for an office, this totally fits the vibe. So the next thing I picked up were these really pretty dishes. I don't know what these are exactly, if they were ashtrays or just catch-alls or something. They are like so heavy. I got 2 of them for $10 and they were just like really thick and interesting. I love like this like swirly pattern, and I think they're just really pretty. I'm not sure what I would do with them at this point, but like if I had one of those little ashtray tables, I would totally put this on top, and I think it would make like a cute side table, considering I don't have a lot of area in the guest room at the moment to like fit a full-on side table. So I'll look for one of those consistently, but I'll keep these because I think these are really interesting. The next thing I picked up are these candlestick holders. I really love these a lot. I think these are super modern and interesting. They feel like kind of that Bauhaus kind of look that I think I was talking to somebody in the comments about. I just love how minimal they are, and I'm kind of like into chrome at the moment. I've always been on and off with chrome. I'm not really sure what it is. I think these were like $10 for the 2 of them, but I thought these were really great. So the next thing I picked up was on this $3 table, and it was this thing right here, and it just felt like really heavy, and it was made out of bronze or something. And I looked on the bottom and it says Japan, and then it's got a bunch of different characters. And I asked the lady, I was like, what is this? Like, what would you use this for? And she was like, oh, it's like a vintage Japanese ikebana vase. And then she gave me these, a little flower frog right here. And you just put this like in the center. And then it also came with this like really pretty thing that you put in the middle. I think this is really cool and so special, and I have never seen anything like this. It's like I don't really have any kind of Japan-y vibe stuff in my house, but this is just really pretty and unique, so I had to grab it. So this thing, when I first saw it, I thought it was like a menorah, but then I started like touching it and I realized that it moved, and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. I don't know what the deal is with this, and the person selling it didn't really know either. They just thought it was like a mid-century piece. So I just thought this was so cool. It doesn't say anything on it, but I thought it was really pretty, and it could be like super dramatic for like a Christmas setup or something like that. I don't know. I thought it was really great, and this was $7. So this next piece is really exciting, and because it was only $20, and it just really caught my attention. And I thought it was going to cost a lot more, but it's this really pretty piece of mid-century art in a really pretty mid-century frame that's in like perfect condition. It says "World Without Restrictions" and May 24th, 1967. I don't know what it is about this piece. It is very strange and super abstract, and the colors are so primary and like interesting. And when I put it in my cart and walked around for the rest of the day, everybody was like, that is such a fascinating piece of art. It is so interesting. So I just thought this was super, super cool. I don't know what the deal is, but I absolutely love it. And I really want this to kind of be a jumping off point for the guest room. When I decided to do this dining room and went shopping for it, I found this picture and the frame at an estate sale, and I just really loved it. And it kind of gave me the idea to make this space a little bit more moody and to bring in some like red tones. So I kind of want to maybe go in like a primary color direction for the guest room / office. I'm not really sure, but I really am feeling this, and I just kind of feel inspired by it. It's a little bit weird. So I think this is going to look really great in the guest room. I actually find the majority of my art and frames and decor from secondhand shopping. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, make sure you click on this playlist here to see all the other flea markets, estate sales, and thrift stores that I've been checking out in the Southern California area. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you next week. Bye.